Hi, you've reached Crestray Bricks, and today we're going to have a look at the Lego set, The Limelights Castle, which came out as part of their 90th anniversary year. I think it was 2022. And what we've done here is just split it into its three constituent parts. The ramp does come off to give you better access to the cave system, and then you've got the main sort of castle fortifications, and then the living area over here. What we can see through this one, the cave system, I say better access to the cave system here underneath the drawbridge that comes out here, and then at the end of that cave system you've got the Forestman'S Hideout, which is very cleverly concealed once the castle is put together, and the only access to it will be through these gaps by the moat, which is very, very clever. So we start off with this side, because this is the build that you begin with, the instruction number 1, the living quarters, and it's a very nice build. So lots of great angles have been created here, and it's a really satisfying build, this one. And this bit here is the very, very clever bit where the whole thing hinges when you open it up, and we can see that in a minute. We'll just move some of the minifigs out of the way. So when you actually open this up, if I can open it up, here we go. You can see that this whole thing hinges and then allows it to go straight. So there we go, that's it opened up. And once the whole thing is opened up and connected, you get a really large castle, and we can show you that in a moment. So if we spin this around, we can then get a view of the interior of the living quarters side of the castle. So we have the bedroom area, and the nice touch to the original yellow Lego castle there. We have sort of like the dining area music, and down below we have the kitchens and the millinery for making bread, etc., with the water wheel there. And this water wheel actually does turn the grinding wheel for the mill, which is very clever. So if we bring this round, close this up here, you've also got, if you look at this, a little secret entrance to the castle from the Forestman'S Hideout. So they actually have pretty much access to the entire castle via their web of tunnels and access points, which is quite clever. But yeah, that's a really nice build. We come to the next section here, the main sort of castle section. I'm just going to remove the Queen minifigure off there. We have the drawbridge, which is activated using this knob here. So drawbridge is up, and then drawbridge down, and then what we do with this is the portcullis is raised by doing that, and then there's a little ratchet mechanism, and then it's straight down, which is really clever. And this is just a phenomenal build. The way they've managed to get these sort of like arrow slit holes, and the way that's built is really, really clever. And the whole thing is such a lovely build, because you know when it comes down to sort of a lot of really interesting techniques, but a lot of brick building, which is really satisfying, because you get quite a lot of detail and height and bulk done in quite a satisfying time frame. And all this rock work was really satisfying to do, because none of it's big rock pieces, it's all brick built, so it's really, really nice. So we just move around to the side. We've got a lovely tree here, and the tree's in black trunk, which is sort of harking back to the sets of yesteryear, when the Forestman Hideout came out with the black trunk. So it's a really nice touch, and the trees, it's really, really nicely built, really solid trunk, and really, really nice. And then down here we've got a little secret compartment here, or secret access for a cave where there's a forestman in there, and by moving that out of the way, we can then use the other little trick we have here. Is this little door can slide open, and that's an access to the cells at the bottom of the dungeon, either for access into the castle again, or obviously escaping if one of your forestmen is put in prison. You can get them out. So it slides there and that comes across there, and that's all hidden away, which is really clever. We move round to the back, and we have another access point door here on another sort of wheel. You turn this and that will rise up the door there. And we've got a little sort of key area here, a little bit of waterway, so you can imagine a little river stream running through here and boats mooring up on this little platform and able to get into the rear access to the castle. And then up here we've got these sort of lookout towers, which are really quite nice, and some weapons. We'll come onto the interior in a moment. Just spin this around. It gives you a view of the back of this. There's the cave system we talked about, and then a walkway through from this area here. We open up the castle and we get the interior. So we've got some weapons rack here, weaponry or armoury. Down here we've got the entrance with portcullis, and then we've got the dungeons down below, and one of them is filled with the unfortunate fellow down there. And across this side got some sort of little sort of area to hold stuff, and then some more armoury, and then a very clever reference to an old toilet. So that soldier is sitting on the toilet, and then if you look on here you get the reference to areas, and the poo would come out the bottom here, at the bottom of the castle, and they've actually conveniently given you a brown frog at the bottom there, which is quite a funny reference to that. But yeah, some of this is really nicely done. These sort of slate pieces here, or these arch pieces here, and the way that's constructed is really, really nice. And on here as well, there's places where you can throw rocks down for any invading armies. Yeah, really, really nice. Really, really nice. So just spin it around. And everything on this set is printed, so there's no stickers in this set, which is really nice as well. And then lastly we come to the little ramp area, which is really small, nicely constructed, and that just clips in to this area here, and that forms your castle. And then we move this around, and we can pop it up here, and then what we can do is we can open it right out, and then you get the full width of this majestic Lego set, which is absolutely fantastic, and has to go down into, certainly for 2022, as one of my absolute favourite sets of the year. Fabulous build, great display piece, and it's got a ton of sort of interesting elements to it, which you can enjoy time and time again when you come and look at it. And every time you look at it, you sort of look at something new, or you remember something. Look at that, that's fantastic. And the building techniques was absolutely brilliant. So hats off to Lego Designer for this one. It was absolutely fantastic set. So if you haven't got it, and you can afford to get it, because it's about £344 or something like that in the UK, I would recommend it. Absolutely brilliant and fabulous build. Really enjoyed it. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.